What is up, BBL crew? This is your boy, Perfect Blue, here with Week 7 of the Banless Battlers League, where your San Diego State Azelfs will be taking on the new South Wailmers, coached by TheFlyingBird. So, we were supposed to play Masto, however he had to drop due to some unforeseen circumstances, so we will be playing Bird. Bird's a really good guy. He played in Season 2 of the Banless Battlers League, where he had some, he had a nice, I believe it was Coco Zygarde team. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And, yeah, he's a really good battler. I've seen him participate, in some other things, I've seen him in MPL before. He was pretty involved with that when that was pretty big. As well as, I am also aware that he does VGC as well, because, Twitter's a thing, I guess. So, yeah, we're gonna get into the team right about now-ish. So, as you can see here, Bird has the Tornadus Therian, Arceus Normal, Mimikyu, Bisharp, Emboar, Roselia, Lapras, Torterra, Megaamphros, and Slowbro. Our team will consist of the, let's see, we have the Mega Gengar, Azelf, Infernape, Hydreigon, Frogadier, which I haven't brought yet, Togekiss, Metagross, Abomasnow, Electros, and Quagsire. So, we both have 10 Mons. I felt like 10 Mons was just the best considering the points we had. So, yeah, that's what I'm kind of going to try to do here in this matchup. So, looking at his team, Megaamphros is very annoying for me. Reason being is because my ground type is going to be the Quagsire, that will mean that that's my only thing to stop a Volt Switch, and that can be really annoying as pivoting around really just hurts my team a lot, and I don't have too much to stop that really, so it could be very difficult to trap things with Mega Gengar. I guess I could run eject button, something that could be a pretty cool tech. Additionally, Arceus Normal, it's not a fun Pokemon to go against, very annoying. However, his team is a bit on the slower side if we take away the Tornadus Therian and Arceus Normal, speed tiers. So, keeping that in mind, let's get right into the team. The first mon we have here will be, the Mega Gengar, and the speed here, I didn't want to just creep, Torn. The speed is exactly for +2 Modest Ampharos, so if he clicked Agility or something, Modest Ampharos could be very annoying versus my team. Figured I'd just go a little bit more speed there, just in case he were to run that. Focus Blast and Sludge Wave kind of hits everything that I needed to. I really wanted Shadow Ball, but I figured that I wouldn't really need it too much. It does hit the Slowbro, it does ensure the KO on the Mimikyu, but it's I have other ways of dealing with those mons. And we have Knockoff here. I felt Knockoff was just really nice to just knock off items. That's pretty cool as well. Roselia, Violite could be a good knockoff, I guess, target. As well as Arceus Normal, just in case I don't want to miss Focus Blast, or if I think he's Chople Berry or something, then I don't have to risk 2 Focus Blasts, I guess. Yeah, so kind of why I wanted to knock off. And also it's just good utility to have, and can help me with Z moves, or if he's AV Torn or something, it can knocking it off can help. And he also does have the Bisharp, so I am going to go with the substitute here to be able to try and deal with that. Next mon we have here will be Hydreigon with the Dragon Breath, Roost, Defog, and Draco with Draconium Z. Dragon Breath, alright? So this set cannot touch Mimikyu. I really wanted U-turn on this, however, decided against it, as I felt I did have a couple, ways around Mimikyu in a way. I felt that just Shadow Claw, he just needed, Sneak, Play Rough, Shadow Claw, in all honesty. Quagsire's not that big of an issue just to his team, so, I felt that he might not bring Wood Hammer, but, SD Mimikyu could be very annoying, but, hindsight's that. I went with a more bulkier Hydreigon. The special attack with Draco, KO's max HP Ampharos. Hurricane from Timid Torn won't do that much because I do have a bit of Spadef. And the speed is for Embor, Creeping, Max Speed, Abomasnow, as I felt that he didn't really have too much reason to run speed on this. So yeah, that's kind of with that. And like, I'm not touching Mimikyu anyway, so didn't really want that. Dragon Breath, you know, if I could get a para on the Arceus normal or the Torn T, that could be pretty cool, but yeah. Also wanted Defog just in case it were a Spikes Roselia, as that could be very annoying. Just with my team in general. Like, my team doesn't, like, I guess my team deals with Spikes okay, but it really makes me a bit more weaker to Mimikyu in a way. So the next one we have here will be Fernape, just a Choice Scarf variant with the U-Turn Thunder Punch, Close Combat, and Flare Blitz. So what, like, this Infernape is just meant to do is, like, okay, so an annoying thing about Arceus, this is what, the third week in a row we're playing Arceus, it outspeeds everything. Like, I only have Mega Gengar to outspeed it, so that could be very annoying. I really wanted a Scarfer for that, as well as, like, being able to outpace Torn. It can tell me, like, I guess, like, what else? Locking myself into a move could be very problematic, because against a team with, like, Torn T, as well as Arceus normal, I felt it was kind of necessary to just have a Scarf, you know, a faster pivot. Thunder Punch is there just because, like, hits the Torn, but as well as, like, it covers the... His two likely switch-ins to this will most likely be the Slowbro or the Torn, so being able to Thunder Punch to do damage to both of them is pretty cool. I could see Slowbro not coming, though, because it's, like, U-turn into Mega Gengar can be very annoying for him, so that's just a thing, I guess. Next one we have here is going to be Metagross, and, yeah, Metagross. Meteor Mash EQ, that's all I really felt I needed, to be able to hit his team as much as I wanted to. Bullet Punch, I kind of wanted just to chip the Mimikyu, but I figured that I wouldn't need it too much. Toxic, just to punish a Slowbro switch-in, as well as Stealth Rocks, because, I mean, there's a Torn T, even, like, Mega Ampharos can get chipped down, so I felt that Rocks were necessary on this team. Next one we have here will be Abomasnow with the, Life Orb, and we have the Wood Hammer, Earthquake, Ice Shard, and Bullet Seed. The speed here is just creeping, I believe, Modest Ampharos, so it's kind of what I'm going after with that. There. And last one we have here is going to be Togekiss. A bit of a more specially defensive spread, as I really want to be able to, I guess, take Torn hits, but as well as, like, it can help with many Arceus forms. Yeah. As well as, like, just Paraspam in general, I feel like is really nice versus his team. Just because it's, like, Torn T and Arceus normal can be paralyzed, and if they are, then that really opens up opens things up for my team, I guess you could say. And yeah, that's kind of what went after with the team. You know, some Paraspam with Hydreigon and Togekiss, as well as some Air Slash shenanigans. Yeah, this is the team I'm going to go against Bird with, so yeah, let's get right into the battle. So let's load it up here. As we can see, Bird decided to bring his Arceus normal, the Torn T, Mega Ampharos, Roselia, Bisharp, and Mimikyu, so he does not bring Slowbro, Torterra, Lapras, or Embor. About the 6 I was expecting, Roselia is actually kind of annoying, just because it's able to kind of switch into Gengar if it's special defensive, but I do have the knockoff there, so that can be nice. What else? I don't have anything to really switch into Ampharos, and, like, as soon as I clicked on it, I realized how weak I was to Mimikyu, but we can just gloss over that. So yeah, I'm going to lead off here with my Hydreigon. Reason being is, I felt he would save Mimikyu kind of towards the end, and use it as, like, more of a late game cleaner, more than, like, a breaker. And I had to kind of bank on that happening. I also felt that, like, what else? His possible leads were going to probably be the Torn T as well as the Bisharp. I felt Hydreigon matched up fine against both of those. I did not think Ampharos would be the lead, just in case he needs something to switch into Hydreigon's Dragon move. He would not want to be already Mega'd on his Ampharos. So yeah, we're going to get right into the game. It's going to start any moment now. Yeah. Hello? Okay, there we go. So, yeah. Challenged by Pokemon Trainer Budgie, this bird. I'm going to lead with MP Hydreigon. Yo, what is nicknames? And, wait, can I please be a boy Hydreigon? I don't know. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, he leads Arceus. He's just going to get up Stealth Rocks. I believe I just Dragon Breath this thing, because it's like, I don't see him just going into his Mimikyu, so I'm just going to Dragon Breath, fish for the Para, and, as you can see, we're going to get the Para right there, so that's pretty poggers. He does reveal the leftovers, though, which does tell me that this could be, like, I get it's not Choppleberry, as well as it's not Shed Shell, so that's helpful to know. He's just going to go into his Mimikyu here, as I'm just going to click the Defog. But remember the thing I said about not touching this thing? So yeah, I can't really touch this. It's disguises up and everything. So I have to switch out here, and I'm going to go right into my Metagross. So yeah, Metagross is here, as he kind of just gets a Swords Dance, so that's kind of annoying for my team. But I will just have to... Do I just Earthquake here? I might just Earthquake, yeah. But, as you can see, he's going to have the Ghost DMC, and, yeah, I'm Cobra on Metagross. Reason being was, like, Bisharp could be annoying, or, like, a Sucker Punch Emboar or something like that, or even, like, knockoff Torn, but, yeah, this is just gonna destroy me at +2, so, yeah, I lost my Metagross, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's not very cool. Anyways, yeah, Metagross is gonna, faint here. I'm going to go into my Infernape, reason being is I could just U-turn out on this thing. Spectape's a female. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to U-turn out, as I will be able to break the disguise. I felt that he would not Shadow Sneak there, but, you know, you can never know, I guess. But yeah, because he didn't Shadow Sneak, I believe, I could go just into my Togekiss here, and yeah, so Shadow Claw is going to come off at +2. That does do a lot, a bit too much actually, as he is going to be Adamant Mimikyu actually, so this is not good for me at all, because I'm also faster than it. So I Gleam here. I thought about Thunder Waving, but at the same time I just wanted damage to ensure that Infernape would be able to KO this thing. And so yeah, Togekiss goes down. That was a male too, but Spectape's a female. That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, so he's just going to Shadow Sneak here. So Mimikyu just took 2.5 of my Pokemon, but we can really gloss over that. I'm going to Flare Blitz, you know, just KO this Mimikyu, as it really was an issue. So, yeah, I lost basically 3 Pokemon from that. Not that good. He's just going to go into his Ampharos, though, as he does get a free electric move of some sort. As, like, my switch-in's a bomb. Like, that's my resist. That's so sad. So, yeah, Abomasnow's going to come out here. And, I believe he Volt Switches? I'm not too sure. I mean, Volt Switch is kind of free. And he could just go into his, Bisharp on this. So, yeah, that could be a bit annoying. Mold Breaker. Oh, that's cool. Yo. Yeah, so he does just Volt Switch as, going to do a bit of damage. Not too much, because it is a resisted hit, obviously. But yeah, he's just going to go out into Torn here, actually. So, he could Hurricane or Flying Z. I'm just going to Ice Shard, you know, get some damage off on this thing, as it does do a lot, but you know, he's just going to U-turn out, as I guess he predicted me to, like, want to save my Abomasnow a bit later, just in case I need to pick something off. But, yeah, I'm just gonna go, he's going to go into his Bisharp now, so it's kind of like, he's gonna click Knockoff, so, yeah, he outspeeds, kind of sad, but oh well. as he does run a bit of speed on this Bisharp. I have no idea what the set is still though, which is a bit annoying. And yeah, I'm just gonna go into my Hydreigon here as we're down 3-5 very early. He's actually going to knock off here and reveal that he is the Choice Scarf Bisharp. But here I'm just gonna Z Draco just in case he wanted to go into his Arceus, I guess was a play. He could have gone into Roselia on this, but yeah, I'm just gonna Devastating Drake as he doesn't have a fairy anymore with Mimikyu being down, so this kind of does a lot of damage to something, so that's pretty cool. It is not going to be able to KO the Bisharp, but it does bring it down very close to a range of being KO'd as yeah, the Bisharp is out here. He's going to withdraw. I don't have a Stealth Rock setter besides Infernape, and you know, probably won't be a Stealth Rock Infernape, especially the way I'm playing it. It's most likely Scarf, but yeah. So he's going to go out into Torn here, as I know I can deal with this thing with my Hydreigon, so I believe I just Dragon Breath again. As U-turn does come off, so a bit annoying, but okay. And he is going to go into his Roselia, yeah. So I just Dragon Breath here. You know, hope for a pair that could be cool. And I feel like what's coming here is either like he could Gleam, but I don't think he just like show it right there because this does wall me. He could get up spikes, or he could Leech Seed me or something like that. So yeah, he's just gonna get up his spikes here though, as that's gonna really hinder my Infernape a bit more. So I'm gonna have to defog them away, as I felt that was kind of my play. And yeah, he's going to Synthesis. So I'm thinking, okay, he could be maybe Sludge Bomb Giga Drain as his last two, which means Gengar can switch in and get up a sub. That's how I can win this game. So yeah, I'm going to go into my Gengar as that's a female. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I have very immature humor. So yeah, Mega Gengar does come out here. I thought about knocking off just in case he had a way to break my sub, but I'm just going to go for the sub, as I kind of have to try that to go for game now. Like, I'm kind of behind a lot, so I'm going to sub here, as he's going to pack the extra sensory. So like, yeah, this Roselia is going to be able to break my sub very easily. It does have 100 special attack, so it will obviously be able to break that. And I just knock off here. Reason I knock off before Sludge Wave was like, if he was very specially defensive, Sludge Wave like didn't do that much. And also like this helps Hydreigon deal with it a bit more. So it's kind of what I wanted to do there. So Sludge Wave is going to come off. It's not going to pick up the kill, and this Roselia is going to 1v1 the Mega Gengar. This is very sad. And yeah, I kind of have to go Hydreigon here, as Infernape will be choice locked into something. So yeah, I kind of have to deal with it that way. But here I'm just going to Roost. I did need a bit more health, I felt, just to be able to take hits. And I did not think he would necessarily be Dazzling Gleam, just because like Extra Sensory plus Dazzling Gleam, it's like, even if I did bring Quagsire, he wouldn't have a way to deal with it. So like, yeah, Giga Drain does make sense a lot thinking back. But yeah, he's going to sack off his Roselia here. He could just go into the Ampharos, and I just have to Draco here and hope he stays in. However, he is going to make the very nice play and switch into the Bisharp. I really wanted to Dragon Breath there, but I just couldn't risk him staying in, as the Torn would be able to defeat my Infernape and take any one hit. So yeah, that's going to be done with that. Bisharp does go down, but he does have the Ampharos here, as well as having the Torn in the back. So this is not that good. I'm at -2. I do have Spadef, but I mean, Mega Ampharos is a very strong Mon, so I will, and most likely not be able to take this hit. I'm just going to Draco. It's going to do a solid amount of damage, but as you can see here, the Dragon Pulse is going to come off, and Yeah, Hydreigon's not living that. It doesn't matter how, like, specially defensive I was. Like, that's a Mega Ampharos. So, I just have to go in for an Ape here. It is GG. I believe I just CC just because, like, why not, I guess? Like, there was no point for me to, like, Thunder Punch, because if he did, or I guess, like, Thunder Punch could have been a play. I don't know. Yeah, I just go for the CC here. He's going to go Torn, so preserve the diff right there. And this Torn will be able to knock me out with, like, a lot of stuff. I will be at -2, and, yeah, that'll be a GG to Bird. Very nice game. He had a really solid game plan going in. Just, like, out-prepped, honestly, and kind of outplayed. So, yeah, he played that very well. We do fall to 3 and 4. But next week, we will be going against MattOshea, once again, coach of the Montreal Melodic. I love Matt, and yeah, we've played every season of BBL. He's bested me in the regular season, both times. The first time, Blaziken was very mean. The second time, like, it was a very close game. Could have gone, like, a bit different at some points, but, you know, that was a really good game that we had. And then, BBL Season 1 playoffs, like, dude, my BBL Season 1 team wasn't fair. Like, it really wasn't, like, 100%. So, yeah, that'll be a GG to Bird. Our last 3 opponents will be Matt, Arashi, and SixftHax. So, stay tuned to that, to those. And, yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace.